So Oppenheimer just came out.
Yep.
You excited to see it?
I heard there's a big bang in it.
Are you excited about the movie?
Yes.
Do you ever think about like what the scientists said to each other when they first tested the nuclear weaponry?
They probably said a lot.
They probably did. And they were probably scared of some of the results.
Mm-hmm.
And so I imagine it went a little something like this. So bomb goes off. Scientist A turns to his other scientist friend and he says, "Ooh, my bee."
Oh, my bee. You killed Kenny.
And scene. Welcome to Hang Out with your Slang Out. This week's episode deals with my bee.
Yes. My bad. All right, start us off.
Start us off.
Yeah, I'm giving you the keys to this, man.
Oh boy.
Take me there, Goose.
So you know what my, I think, least favorite thing about slang has been since we started doing this?
The band Highly Suspect.
Well, I mean, they're not specific to slang, but I do hate them quite a bit. Yeah, but no, that's not what I'm thinking about. It's specific to the words we're talking about.
I know you have a thing for if a slang word means another slang word.
Right. Well, I mean, it's more than just that. It's taking a slang term and then further shortening the exact same slang term.
Like, give me an example.
I like to call it slang on slang crime.
Ooh. Like, what's the punishment for slang on slang crime?
Sadly, there's none.
There should be.
There should be.
All right.
Removal from the UD, maybe. I don't know.
Urban Dictionary for our newbies.
Right. Well, I'll give you the example that we're going to talk about today.
I can't wait.
Yeah. The word we're going to talk about, well, series of words, I suppose. Well, word and a letter, I suppose.
Ooh, I'm getting excited now because I have no idea where this is going now.
Is my bee.
You mean like the bug?
No.
Well,
no, I don't.
Okay, so I don't know if I should just come out of the gates like this, but when someone used to say my bee, they were referring to their butthole.
I've heard that.
Right?
I've heard it in reference to their person using a not so savory word that has 5 letters and starts with the letter B. To shorten a phrase that uses it, you would say, "Where's my bees at?"
In the honeycomb. Something like that, right?
I don't think bees live in a honeycomb.
They make honeycomb.
Sure.
Do you like honeycomb cereal?
Eh.
Yeah, same.
So we're honey cereals. I think Honey Nut Cheerios is where I'm at. But
that's got a bee on it.
Sure. Yeah.
He's more my bee than my butthole.
Anyways, we're getting off topic. This is not what my bee means.
Yeah, so my bee is short for what?
My bad.
Which I thought everybody just said my bad.
Right. Because that's a slang phrase for something that's your fault. Admitting fault to something.
And I still hear people say that. My bad.
I always say my bad. I never say my bee. No, that's not true. I very rarely say my bee, but every once in a while I get a little frisky with it and I say my bee instead of my bad, but horribly infrequently.
Okay. Yeah, I don't. This is like almost too new for me because I don't know if I've ever heard anybody actually say it. But I know it's coming from. I think my daughter and her friend suggested this. This might be one of their suggestions.
Pretty sure they did, yeah.
And they had a whole text conversation with just nothing but slang in it, and they just literally pulled up a feed of them talking together, and we just started pulling words out. I think this was one of them, I think.
And so this, things like this just beg the question. You went from 2 syllables and shortened it two syllables.
to 2 syllables.
So what are we even doing here? What did you accomplish by dropping off the ad from bad?
Well, and here's the thing. My bad immediately tells you I screwed up. I did something bad. It's on me.
Right.
Right. My B suggests, like we were saying earlier,
You could have
3-4 different directions.
at least 3 or 4 different directions.
Yeah.
There are a lot more than 3 or 4 words that start with the letter B.
Yeah. And I don't know why I went to the bad word first thing. I guess that's how my brain works. But
Well, it's not the bad word. Everybody has a butthole.
true.
Although I suppose the slang for that would be my sphincter. That sphincter says what?
What?
Nice.
The only time I've heard my B is literally if we were referring to what I said earlier, my backside, and that would just be us messing around.
Yeah. And that's probably, I'm going to guess, older. And it probably is what it meant then.
Is that because I'm old?
Well, yes, but I'm including myself in this situation.
For the listeners, though, what do we have? 4-year difference?
I don't know. Where were you born?
Oh, you're 80, right?
Yeah.
6-year difference.
Can't believe I'm 80 years old.
Yeah. Doesn't look a day over 73.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry, my B.
my butthole, that doesn't even apply here.
Yes, 70-year-olds have buttholes too.
Sure. I suppose they do.
Right.
Unless they've had them sewn shut
Ooh.
after some sort of ferreting incident or something.
Oof. Should we get Richard Gere on the phone?
Oh, let's.
Again, this takes us to a whole other planet.
Wonder how much he paid for that. We all know how much he paid for Julia Roberts, but how much did he pay for that? A Few Good Men?
Yes.
No, different movie.
No, Mystic Pizza.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Yeah. Hook? Yeah, I don't get it. I think My Bad does everything that it needs to do, so I don't understand why it got shortened. And maybe that's in part because My Bad was becoming prevalent as I was getting older, and it just made sense. I also don't like it, if only because My Bad and My B really doesn't say that you're sorry for whatever it is that happened.
My Bad's not that old, though, either, right?
I mean, it's not that old. Like, I for sure think we were saying My Fault before we were saying My Bad.
Yeah, but I think My Bad's maybe 5 years old, max. Maybe.
No, it's older than that.
Is it?
Yeah. Time flies when you're already old.
Yeah. What about, so when have you ever heard My B? Like I said, I haven't officially heard it.
My B, I think, is 5 years old or younger. It's with the younger generation that, like I said, likes to shorten things, except that in this case, it is, again, a situation that we come to where it's not shortened at all. And if anything, creates more confusion than it creates answers.
I bet this comes more.
So this is literally their B for coming up with this stupid phrase, I guess, is the point I'm trying to make.
Technically, I bet it's because of the texting generation. They're so about that now, and they shorten everything.
There could be something to that for sure. It could be, even the Twitter generation, just because you were limited to a certain amount of characters. But like, I don't know when you would admit fault on Twitter, so I guess it would be text.
I don't know. It's not. Is it even going to be Twitter anymore? Because didn't they just announce it's going to be X?
X.
I think he's just messing with people now. I think he's just trying to get a rise.
The upper tier of X will be sponsored by Vin Diesel, and it will be called Triple X.
Or Fast and the Fury X.
Is that how they finished that name of that movie? It's the Fast and Fury X.
Oh, I don't know.
It should.
I think it's just as a 10. I think it's just an X.
Yeah, that makes me even more mad because your idea is just perfectly in line with all their other stupid names, but something that would have been a lot more creative than what I think they ended up doing. I actually saw a meme today about because people are so stupid about it just being an X as the logo. So they brought up a whole bunch of sports teams, like their 10-year anniversary patches that were ugly versions of X's.
Yep.
And I'll be honest, I like Roman numerals.
Yeah.
Like a lot. And so I'm mad about it being called X because I don't think it means anything. I don't think it only means something to Elon Musk. And we have no idea what it means to him because he keeps putting X's in all of his business names.
Yeah, I think he's trolling us. It doesn't make any sense because I think Windows had an X version. Wasn't Windows 10 an X, the symbol for it?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
I think anytime anything's gotten to that, they've used the X as their symbol.
iPhone 10 was iPhone X, right?
Yep. All of it. So not the fact that it's not even remotely original. It also, it's the one thing, probably the last on the list that Twitter would need to fix.
Twitter literally didn't need to fix anything.
Exactly. And there was a reason they were called tweets because it made the little sound of the bird. That's why you had the bird. That's why they called them tweets. So I don't know. It seems like seems like it's his bad. His B.
His B for sure.
You
took what was a perfectly good product. The only problem with the product, honestly, is that the people that provided the information on said platform had quickly gotten stupider and stupider or more incendiary and more incendiary.
Yeah.
But the platform in and of itself was fine. And like even now, so what's the new one called? Threads comes out, and I would bet, I haven't heard a whole lot. It's still in its early goings, but I'd be willing to bet that a bunch of people that use it still say that they're tweeting something, even though they're not going to say they're threading something. They might eventually.
Oh, I haven't even looked that up. I could have sworn it has a term. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's funny because you literally just take the most basic version of original Twitter and put it out there, and everybody's like, oh, it's so much better.
And it is.
I know. Cuts through all the fluff.
You did it right the first time.
Yeah. Do you remember, were you one of the early adopters of Instagram when it first came out?
No, I was probably a little later on board.
Because it was the same way. It was just
I didn't like it
with a post. It was so easy.
I didn't like it because I was like, but it's pictures. Like, I don't, what? I didn't get the point. Because I like to think, present example not included, that I'm fairly good with words. And so I was.
Oh, sorry about that. My B.
And so, like, Instagram upset me initially because I'm like, well, but nobody's looking for the caption. They just want to see the picture.
Yeah.
But then I realized the value of Instagram, which is all you really need is a picture that captures the eye. Once you capture that person's eye, then they'll start to read the caption, and then the caption is relevant.
Yep.
That's what's harder about things like Facebook and Twitter that are more text-based than picture-based, is it's really easy to scroll through a whole bunch of words just saying, I don't want to read all this.
Yeah.
It's harder when there's a picture that pops and you're like, ooh,
yeah,
I gotta look at this. Like, ooh, might be, I passed that. I gotta come back.
Oh, by the way, we have all of these. We have a Twitter, the Threads, and an Instagram account. The Hangout, Slangout.
And Facebook.
Yeah.
And if Tom would get off his lazy ass, we'd still have MySpace.
We're bringing it back.
Well, I don't think didn't Justin Timberlake already bring it back?
Then we'll bring back Justin Timberlake's MySpace.
Oh, I thought you were going to say we'll bring back Justin Timberlake. I was like, where did he go?
Sexy has left the building. That's all I know.
I wonder if he's ever said my B. For sure he said my B.
Yeah, he probably says my B all the time. He probably has a song called My B.
I bet you also, when he says it, he doesn't mean my bad.
No, he means his backside.
Yeah.
Talking to you last night and finding out that there's a thread out there on TikTok that everybody's mad at you for not saving a drowned and blind dog on your Ring video means there's something there.
Yeah, here's the thing. The listeners don't know this story.
I barely know the story. I just found this story out last night, and it's glorious.
You don't really know the story either. So we have Ring cameras around our home. And one of them's in the backyard. And for a while, until recently, because he passed away, not due to this incident, mind you. Yeah. One of our dogs
spoiler alert.
One of our dogs' radar was blind. And so he had gone outside to go to the bathroom, and we have a obscenely large pool for an obscenely small backyard. And he found his way into said pool. None of our dogs are particularly good swimmers. Radar, however, is a fantastic swimmer, or was a fantastic swimmer.
Apparently not on this night.
No, he was swimming just fine.
Oh, was he?
Yeah. So he falls into the pool, but he's blind. He swam great, just circles, not going anywhere. He was just swimming in circles, but he was swimming and he was doing a perfectly fine job. Well, I run over because he responds to my voice well to call his name. So then he starts swimming in my direction.
All right.
As he starts swimming in my direction, my wife, hero that she is, and so she jumps in and rescues Radar. Well, she posts this video on TikTok, and I'm pretty sure to this day it's still her most watched video. And for sure her most commented video. No, it's probably not her most commented video.
I heard there were comments on there from like Russian and stuff like that. Just everybody saw it, like all different countries.
I don't know how. I haven't seen all the comments, and it's probably best that I haven't. But I can tell you if there was one common thread, pun intended, of all the comments coming through, it's that they were all shitting all over me for not saving the dog.
You probably look pretty bad. I need to look that up.
So flash forward a couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Radar finds his way into the pool again. I jump in, save him.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow the Ring camera does not pick up any of that activity.
So you fully Mitch Baywatch this.
I had my Tosh.0 redemption story.
Okay.
I had it. All it needed to do was make film, and then we could have said both things in, and I could have had my redemption on Tosh.0. But no, Ring doesn't apparently record big fat guys.
But you know what would have happened?
Which is terrifying for our home. Like, what if a big fat guy tries to rob us? He's not even going to get picked up by the camera, apparently.
He's behind the fat guy. I have a feeling even if you had gotten recorded, try to put this online, I have a feeling there would have been backlash. And the backlash would have been like, I can't believe that they put the damn dog in there again. Or how could he let the dog go in there again and almost die? This poor blind dog. Why are they letting him by the pool? Just so he could have this redemption. You know how people are.
Yeah, people are the worst, but
I would have led the charge on that too.
I know you would have.
Yeah.
But that's not what happened. He fell in the pool. I rescued him from the pool.
But since there's no video of that, for all you know, you could have kicked him in there.
So now since there's no video, I have to live with the video of my wife saving him, with my only response being my B. And I'll be honest, like not jumping in the pool the first time, probably my B. But not completely my B, because like I said, he was swimming towards me when Candace jumped in.
Were you scared the first time?
Of jumping in the pool?
Yeah, were you scared to save him? Did you freeze up?
No, he was swimming towards me while I was calling him.
I don't know. You look a little shifty.
I am shifty, but that has nothing to do with this scenario.
Totally sus.
No, it's not sus. Or as Amazon likes to tell me, Seuss.
Seuss? Really?
Yep.
Is that how she pronounces it?
Yep, absolutely.
Oh, I'm gonna have to click on that. Seuss. That's a whole other episode. That's like
we could do
Dr. Seuss.
We could do a whole musical of people being suspect, and we could call it Seussical the musical.
Oh. So did you just come up with that, or has that been you've been playing with that since she called it Seuss?
Well, Seussical the musical, based on the works of Dr. Seuss, actually is a musical.
Are we gonna get sued?
Probably.
Seussed. All right. Tried to make that work.
What does the UD say about my B? You even gotten there yet?
Well, the last time I looked up that, it was a glorious picture of your B.
Gross.
So I want you to read this one, just because I think it'll sound better in your voice.
Acronym standing for my bed, used by Kashan Chillindude Khan. Chillindude? In quotes?
Yep.
That's so not chill, bro. After losing a 1-5 money match versus Leffen. Why'd you bet on Chillindude in this salty sweet? He got 5-0'd by my guy. Oh, no. He got 5-0'd. The guy, too, says my B.
End scene. So Do you think that could that be patient zero right there for that?
No, that can't possibly be patient zero. The best part is dictionary.com gets real technical, and it actually sends me to thesaurus.com, and mea culpa is what it comes up.
Found another definition.
Okay.
It's short and sweet.
My baby. That girl is my bee. I love her so damn much. I don't think they know what bee means in that sentence.
But I totally see that getting used for this before my bad. Because baby, all
but
that
what was the first definition that came up?
For my bad, I guess.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I agree that there are way more uses that are probably more logical, but for some reason it subs in for my bad instead of those other things.
Okay. According to Super Peeves.
He's super peevy.
Yeah. My bee. A shorter way for saying my bad. Only gay people say this.
I don't find that to be accurate.
I think Super Peeves is super dumb.
I think there are multiple problems there. One is a wholesale hate crime. Based on no actual fact whatsoever. He just wanted to have something to hate people that he already hates more.
I'm going to say the way this is written as well, he could write any sentence above that and then put that sentence, only gay people do this
right
at the end. So it could be like, I shop at Target, only gay people shop at Target.
I don't want to like bum the room out, but this is exactly how 6 million people got killed in the 40s. One guy said, well, they do this. So he was Austrian.
Officially bummed. If you could go back in time.
If I could turn back time.
If Cher could go back in time, would she take care of, and you had little baby Hitler there, would you
kill baby Hitler before he came to prominence?
Mm-hmm.
No, I think the problem with Hitler or anybody is that you don't teach them how to be a decent human being. I think any human being is fixable.
Okay.
Except you.
Yeah. That checks.
But I think that like if you get to somebody early enough and tell them, what's right, it's the same thing in the opposite direction, right? If you get to somebody early enough and tell them things that are wrong, they're going to latch on to those things that are wrong.
Yeah, but he went really wrong.
Racism is a learned attribute. It's not a born attribute, right?
Totally.
So same thing. Like, yes, he very much went totally wrong. And there are plenty of people in the history of America who also went totally wrong. Just weren't able to scale the way that he did, apparently. But
yeah,
like, I think that is a learned trait.
Okay, so basically you'd wait till he was a teenager, then you'd kill him. Good stuff. Good to know. Right?
If I could turn back time. Oh, did I tell you this Thursday is a Back to the Future trivia night at Walter Station Brewery?
I'm going to clean up.
Oh, no. We already have somebody that cleans up.
Not the last time I was there.
Rude.
You had like hangout, slangout stickers everywhere.
Yeah, because some asshole kept putting them around.
Sorry. Might be. Did I use that right?
Yeah.
Totally used that.
Sadly.
Right. But I meant it as my baby.
Oh, my baby.
My baby. My baby.
I want to know who says my baby. Like it's a 2-word phrase.
You should say it more often. It sounds all right when you say it.
My baby.
Why do you say it like Elvis, though? My baby.
Because I think it's the right way to say it.
You should say it like
everybody should say everything the way Elvis would have said it.
My baby.
Bring me that sandwich.
My baby. You should say it more like Forrest Gump.
My baby.
My baby. I'm so happy you could do a Forrest Gump impression.
I may not be a clever man, Jenny, but I know what my baby is.
I know what love is. That's a good movie, though.
It is a good movie.
It's a really good
My
movie.
high school English teacher went to high school herself with Tom Hanks.
Well, I went to high school with Forrest Gump.
No, you didn't.
Uh-huh.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I told him about New Coke.
No, you didn't. You may have gone to somebody.
If it's not on video, how can you prove it didn't happen? Right?
Because you went to high school in Kingman. And what good things have come out of Kingman outside of all the people that live around me now?
My bee.
Your bee stayed in Kingman.
Yeah. Is that like my heart? I left my heart in San Francisco. I left my B in.
My B will go on. I think we should just take the phrase my B and think of things that have my something in their title and just replace it. Like instead of my heart will go on, my B will go on.
Okay. We can do that.
Or replace multiple words like I'm every woman. It's all my B.
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, you need to study up on this one. Right?
Probably. Where my B's at instead of where my dog's at.
All right. This shit is B. B. You can't say. I can't spell bananas if I.
You can't spell bananas with all B's.
But I can't spell bananas if I do the B.
That's your B.
All right.
Oh my B.
What happened?
Instead of oh my God.
Oh, so the OMG would be writing OMB.
Mm-hmm. Not to be confused with 80s music group OMD.
Yeah, nobody would confuse that.
Do you still remember what it means?
Oh my dick?
No.
Old majestic douchebag?
No. What's funny is you didn't just go to Old MacDonald, but no, it doesn't mean either of those things.
Does anybody go to Old MacDonald?
Yeah.
That dude had a farm.
Yeah. Oh, he did.
Mm-hmm. What do you have on that farm?
Probably ducks, chickens, I think. I don't know why ducks are on every farm that you talk about as a child. How many farms have you seen with ducks on them?
Every farm I've ever been on.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Way to turn that up.
That's what's not a farm. It's a ranch. It's not important. The point is, no, that's not what OMD stands for.
What's it stand for?
Orchestral maneuvers in the dark.
You can't put 3 words inside 2 of the letters.
Yes, you can.
No, you can.
First of all, I don't know what you just said, but yes, you can.
You said OMD, right?
Uh-huh.
So where's that? So it should be OMITD.
No. If you were to write out the title of something,
okay,
where you capitalize the things that are important, you would not be capitalizing in the. So
in the most important part in that line.
No, it's not.
Because it puts you in the dark.
You're putting me in the dark.
I'm putting you in the corner. I'm putting my B in the corner.
Nobody puts my B in the corner.
I think we should use hashtag OMB for Oh My B. I think that's what our listeners could take away from this episode.
That at least shortens it letter-wise, right? Well, no, it doesn't. But whatever.
Yeah, math is not his strong point.
No, math is my strong point. Math is not your strong point.
But you told me there was no math in this podcast.
No, you told me there was no math in this podcast.
What do you want our listeners to take away from this episode?
That my B is stupid and you should never use it.
Would you prefer him to use my bad? Or are you okay
also,
with my bad?
Based on the fact that you said my butthole when I say my B is bad, you should never use it. It's horribly inappropriate.
But that totally tracks. That's legit.
I'm on board with my bad.
Okay.
I think it's easier to do than saying mea culpa or my fault. So my bad works.
Carpe diem. Bees?
That sounds terribly painful. Can you imagine seizing the bees? Come here, bee. Just down.
Oh, I don't know. I've seized a few bees in my day. Ho ho, zang.
I love when he thinks he gets a zang, which I think is supposed to be a zing. And
no, I don't zing. I zang.
It doesn't mean anything.
Just like
whatever.
Like he slings and I slang. Right?
No.
Hashtag slanger things.
Yes. So yeah, people, just use my bad. My bad works just fine. Same amount of syllables. No confusion.
True.
Still doesn't say sorry. So, I mean, maybe think of apologizing instead of just saying that something's your fault.
Mm-hmm.
Just throwing that out there. Possession is 9/10 of the law. So possess that blame, that fault. Wait. All those things check, but that doesn't go together at all.
Well, we can try and make that go together.
Officer, he possesses fault in this situation. It's his B.
He possesses bees.
Bees nuts.
I knew we were going to try to work that in. I made that a little.
You know what? You know what boggles my mind is
Math,
no, that doesn't boggle my mind at all.
English,
No, me fail English. That's impossible.
physics. He's awful at physics. He
You know
does
what?
not understand anything.
I'm
how it
glad
works.
you said English because I was just about to say that at this point in the episode, I still have yet to have come up with a Simpsons reference. But then you said that English confused me, and I was able to do a Ralph Wiggum quote.
Let's hear it.
I just did it.
Let's hear it again.
Oh, because you weren't listening? You were worried about insulting me?
No, that's,
With the English with the physics that I passed so that I never had to take it again.
Did you?
Yeah, I passed the AP test and never had to take physics.
What does AP stand for?
Advanced placement.
Oh, thought it was animal poontang.
You did not think that that's what that was.
You didn't take animal poontang
even
in your junior year?
Even if you didn't think, no. First of all, it's AP and then the subject. So
Yeah, the subject is tang.
no,
So you would just say animal poon.
no,
The tang is what you think.
that is not what would happen.
Depends on the breed, right?
No, it does not depend on the breed.
I'll figure this out one of these days.
Anyways, the quote that I had said was, "Me fail English. That's impossible."
Mm-hmm.
That's a Ralph Wiggum quote.
That's a good quote.
I was just upset that we had gotten this far into the episode.
I think I sent you that
Simpsons.
meme.
Probably.
Because every podcast, I am basically him. Impossible. Right?
Do you think when in Transformers the movie Optimus Prime died that Hot Rod said, "Oof, my bee"?
No, because he'd be talking about Bumblebee. But honestly, I think Bumblebee's dead by then.
Bumblebee actually is
He dies like in the first 10 minutes of that movie.
Bumblebee is Optimus's bee as far as that bee is concerned.
Actually, in the Transformers movies, they call him B.
Well, the new ones.
Well, yeah, not the cartoon, but
Right.
Shia LaBeouf calls
Oh,
him
you know that Temu site we were talking about yesterday? They have like the old Transformers on that site,
Really?
like the metal ones.
That's cool. You know what's weird? Is that's in my feed for Instagram today.
Temu.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was in mine for Facebook today. Had never looked it up before.
Nope.
Never talked about it in anybody's presence. And now it's in my feed.
Because it's always listening.
Always listening. I hope it's not always listening because we're going to have a weird amount of posts about buttholes.
But if you are always listening, whoever is always listening, can you bring up that footage and see if he really did kick that dog in there or not?
I would say based on our numbers, there's not anybody that's always listening.
There's nobody listening.
We'll get there though. At some point, somebody will listen to us. I just find it frustrating that I have to listen to myself 30 times a week to try to make numbers.
I find it frustrating. I got to listen to you 30 times a week as well.
Hey,
That's not true. His voice is butter. Choked on my tongue saying that one.
you know what's surprising is that when Liv and Kate put oof in there,
Mhm.
you didn't even know it was a thing. And now you say it all the time and you don't even realize it.
Do I?
Yeah, you just did seconds ago.
Yeah, because we're going to do oof. Maybe we do oof next.
Oof.
It's perfect. I even looked it up to make sure it was a thing, and it's a thing.
Yeah, everybody knows it's a thing.
You've been saying it's not a thing since you've seen it.
Have I?
Mhm.
You know what? We didn't even come up with a sign off, did we?
Nope.
Shit, that's my B, I guess.
It's always your B.
Well, I didn't mean for it to be my B.
Yeah, he never means it. If he'd have said my bad, this would all worked out. There'd be no confusion. We'd be ending this episode. Everybody would
Really?
be happy.
Wait, it really would have happened that way?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
See how that works, guys? Okay, wait for the pretty music to come in, and then don't go anywhere because there'll be something amazing after that pretty music.
Star wipe, and we're out.
One time I saved the dog from being run over in the street right before I was going to high school. I was a hero that day.
That's pretty cool. One day I saved a dog from being run over in grade school.
Oh, really?
Yes, by throwing a tennis ball across the street to make it run away from oncoming traffic.
Okay, I can do you one better. One time, I saved a dog when I was in my mom's womb, and I could sense it was in trouble. It was drowning, so I just kicked real hard, and she was like, all right, I got it.
I got you. One time, I saved 5 dogs while just a figment floating in the ether.
All right, I can know about
They
that.
call it an active Todd.
Oh, my Gilead.